Morris Back, we're not just about building a better back. We're striving to build a better community. Because our future and the future of Dublin, its families, and the businesses we serve are all tied together. Morris Back. It pays to go blue.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Around Town. I'm Elizabeth Graff, and we're here with the members of the Emerald Pecan Grove Garden Club, and we're here at the Lawrence County Library, where they are arranging centerpieces. And I have someone here who can tell us more about what's going on. And tell us your name.
I'm Susie O'Neill, president of the club, and we have Diana Barkley, our vice president, and Carolyn Mason, and we're just happy to have all of the guests. We're excited.
Yes.
And we're not just making table centerpieces, we're making Christmas centerpieces.
Exactly. And tell me the types of plants that you have in your arrangement. There's a bunch of, I remember was walking around and, listening to you, and you held up a certain plant and you knew the name of it, and I'm looking at it going, well, I just know that's a pretty plant right here. What is that one called again?
This is a Nandina.
A Mandina.
Nandina, and it is the non-varian type. It's like a dwarf, slow-growing type. Mm-hmm. But I've always loved it because of the beautiful reddish color that it gives us for the winter.
Yes, it is. And then you have...
this is holly.
You have holly.
One of the hollies that does berry. And so we have the holly, and then we have the cedar type, juniper type winter greens, and
carnations, a bunch of different types that you see all around, when you're driving around, and maybe even in your yard.
Oh, yes.
And
yes.
that you have clipped for everyone to use, and you're explaining.
Spruce, different types.
I love this.
Of
the smell that's going on right now is wonderful. It smells like Christmas.
And that's part of the whole idea of making the Christmas centerpieces. We go into the stores and we smell all the Christmas greens and when the Christmas trees are out. And I do have some pine cones for our members to choose.
Right. She has a table back here with a bunch of different branches, leaves, and pine cones for everyone to come. Is this from your collection? Did you bring this in, or everyone kind of pitched in?
For this event, it's a collection from many neighborhood gardens, and basically I did the collecting around town. You say your program is around town, and had a lot of friends and other garden club members of other garden clubs who shared generously with us winter greens from their gardens and from their yards. Some of it came from my yard, like the Nandina that we were talking about, came from the yard at my little garden center. And the junipers came from my yard. But I got real enthusiastic and interested in pruning lately, and pruned my holly way back about 3 months ago, and then decided we'd do this workshop, and I thought, oh my God, why did I do that? Have no holly, and then I had to go about town begging.
Oh no! But so you had the holly, and by the time you had your class here, your workshop, it was no good.
No, it was all dead.
Oh,
and
no.
I thought, sad.
Hindsight, right?
Hindsight, yep. How sad.
So tell me about your garden club.
Well, the Emerald Pecan Grove Garden Club was organized in 2000 and officially became a member of the Federated or Garden Clubs of America in October 2001. At that time, we had a men's garden club, the Pecan Grove Club, and the Emerald Pecan Grove, the women's garden club. Most of the members of the men's club, the Pecan Grove, passed away, the charter members, and so existing members decided they would merge with the ladies because I was participating with both. And we renamed the club Emerald Pecan Grove to represent that merger. And so that's how we became Emerald Pecan Grove. We've almost always had a youth garden club, and standing beside me is Pam Wheeler, who was one of our original youth club members. And as you see, we have some other youth around today who we hope are going to go ahead and join us. They are young adults now, as Pam is, so we're hoping that they are going to join us and join us as well.
I think that's wonderful to get the youth involved too, because it helps them appreciate what's going on in your backyard, what do you have growing there, and like you said earlier, to be able to appreciate what God has provided us and to enjoy the beauty.
Yes. And I tell you, God has given us such a great, big, beautiful world. And I grew up in the country down in Southwest Lawrence. And I've always loved flowers, and I've always loved gardens, always had a garden. I have a favorite story where my first garden at the time, we didn't have tillers, tractors, we plowed our gardens with mules. And I've always wanted to do things for myself. So my stepfather was kind enough to stand behind me and make me think I was plowing my first garden.
Oh, how sweet.
It was always so much fun to go out in the woods and find weeds, anything that was blooming, and bring it in, and bring my mom a bouquet of flowers, which most of the time was just weeds.
Well, I believe, if it's something that you like and that you want to keep growing, I don't consider it a weed anymore. Is that your thinking too?
Oh yes. and I don't want to see any dead plant. I just work myself to death.
Yes.
Trying to keep all of them alive.
And as I'm interviewing her, she's just, working away, making these beautiful centerpieces here. And everybody around you has their own creation, and it's neat and really interesting to look and see how each of them have used their own imagination, and they're all beautiful and unique.
That is correct, and that's the beauty of this particular activity. I do it with another garden club when I'm in Virginia with my son, and this is the activity of the year that everybody looks forward to when we get together and just share our ideas and build our centerpieces, Christmas centerpieces together, and then we go out to lunch, and that's exactly what we're doing today. We're going to have a gift exchange lunch at 2 o'clock down at Thick Hen's restaurant. And so it's just a bunch of joy. It's just a happy thing to do.
And you've created a centerpiece here, and you've allowed people to come up and critique it and help you out.
That's right.
So I would like to know, what is your experience? Tell me your background.
With flower designing?
Yes, ma'am.
I am a nationally accredited flower show judge, which takes a little bit of study, a little bit of perseverance, and a good bit of time and a lot of hard work, but it's always so much fun.
Yes. I can tell, because, you haven't broken stride. You're just chit-chatting away with me and creating some beautiful centerpieces, Christmas centerpieces. And you know what? We're going to go for a break right now, but when we come back, we're going to talk to some of the men and women here who are creating their own Christmas centerpieces. So stay with us.
Well,
You're
we
watching
thank
Around
you.
Town.
We just thank you for sharing this with us.
Oh, well, you're welcome. Thanks for having me here.
Well, thank you.
Welcome back, everyone, to Around Town with the Emerald Pecan Grove Garden Club, and these ladies are having a wonderful time, and I should say there's also a couple of gentlemen who are having a great time here, too, and I have a couple of ladies who got the red shirt memo, just like I did, didn't we? I have Brenda and Thelma here with me, and you ladies have been having, I can tell, such a great time together here working on your Christmas centerpieces.
Yes, it's been a lot of fun, and I'm new at this. I don't make arrangements as a rule, so I learned a lot today.
Really? Look at this. This is gorgeous. You have your center and everything around it, and it's gorgeous. Look at the little
Nandina leaves.
Yeah, Nandina.
This is some kind of pine tree, I guess. Mm-hmm. And this is, too. This is needle pine.
You know, this is great because it'll keep people away from messing with it.
Yes, it will.
But it's beautiful at the same
do that
time.
on her own.
Right. So let's take a look at this one over here.
Thank you.
And tell me about your piece.
I can't tell you much. The first time I've ever done it, but we had such a great teacher. She is so patient. Oh my goodness, she's a marvelous, marvelous woman.
And are you two members of the garden club here?
No, we are, but not Irwin Garden Club, not this club.
Okay, so how did you hear about this?
Email.
Okay.
What else?
Where are you from?
Dublin, right now. Yes.
And so you decided to bring your friend Thelma here and to come to this to the garden club workshop, and you know I was really impressed when I came in. It wasn't really. It was maybe a fourth complete. Everyone's just must have just started coming up there and getting the pieces that she had supplied and everyone had brought in too, and putting this together.
She just covers it all. We don't know what a jewel she is for this town, honestly. She just gets into everything and helps and helps and helps.
Yes. And it's so much fun to be able to do this, too.
Yeah, I'd be sitting home watching television or maybe scrubbing my kitchen floor, but I doubt that, sincerely.
You see what I mean? These two are fun. And how do you two know each other?
In the art groups.
Okay.
Art Association, yeah.
Yeah.
And have you done something like this before?
No.
No?
No, this is my first arrangement.
She's a painter. She's an artist.
So you're an artist. How did you put your knowledge of painting into putting this together? Were you thinking of your artworks as you were doing that?
I was thinking of color, actually, because I had the red here, so I wanted a subtle red down here, to keep the movement going. And red and green are complementary colors, see, on the color wheel. So it is very Christmas looking, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And so when you paint, it's just right there in front of you, and that's just that one plane. But this, you have it all around. So
Yeah,
what was that
This
like?
is in the round, like sculpture.
Yeah, right. So this is your natural life sculpture, right?
Oh, wow.
Harry, I'm trying to think of some artsy words to put in here with.
I have a candle, a long tapered candle that I thought I would replace the flower when I got home with the
Okay.
candle, red candle.
What do you plan on doing this when you leave here today?
I'm going to put it on my dining room table.
Awesome. I think it's going to look beautiful there.
Well,
and
thank you.
Brenda, what are you planning on doing with yours?
Oh, I don't know exactly. Maybe the trash can. Who knows?
No, it's way too pretty for that. I love what you've done.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. But, no one likes their own work, I don't think.
Okay, Thelma, what do you think about your friend's
I thought it was very nice. I feel like mine is too cluttered and hers is, just right.
Airy. Airy like I am.
Airy, that's the word. Airy.
What do you think about Thelma's work?
Oh, I think it really improved because she, excuse me, she was getting beside herself, I could tell, because her bowl's too little. But she overcame it.
Okay, I have a suggestion. You can give yours to hers, and she can give hers to yours.
Well, I'd
to
be
you.
delighted.
You're not getting my bowl. I'll never see it again.
That's true.
Well,
No way. I have a set. I have a couple that go with this.
guys, I'm laughing so hard I'm crying. I better leave you guys and talk to some more people here who are working on their centerpieces.
Oh, my name is Gwendolyn Walthour, and I'm not a garden club member, but I like flowers and I like flower arrangements, and so I thought when I read this in the paper, I know Sue Moore, O'Neill, so I thought, oh, this would be a good idea, and my friend always likes going to things, so she and I got together and decided to come today, and I'm glad I did.
And you've been a critique too. You've been helping out Sue, and tell me about your piece.
Let's see. Well, I thought I would try the greenery that was available since I have some of all of this in my yard. I think I have some of this, but I have some of most of these plants in my yard, and I thought this is a very good idea to make an arrangement for my table for Christmas. And our church is having its Christmas banquet Saturday, and I'm responsible for the table decorations. So I thought, this would be a good time for me to see what's available and what I can try.
So do you think you're going to be displaying this one and also making some more for your church's Christmas banquet?
Well, I won't have time to make more. I will probably put this one on the center table. Maybe I can borrow Evelyn's and put hers on the center table since she does have a candle on her, so we can use both of them. And this has given me an idea of putting just greenery on the table and putting bows with the greenery or candles.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So I thought this would be a good idea since I like these kinds of activities.
Okay, now I have Evelyn Jackson here with me. And so many names, so many wonderful people that I'm meeting here today at the Garden Club. And you have brought your friend here.
Yes.
And you've been working on some centerpieces. Tell me about your centerpiece here. It's beautiful. Let's hold this up and have everyone take a look at this. She's been working hard on this. And I can see talent when I'm looking at this. This cannot go anywhere but the center. It's beautiful. At the church, right?
That's what we had said. We would use it at our church.
Mm-hmm. I think your church is really going to appreciate this.
Yes.
So tell me about coming here and doing something like this and being a member of the Garden Club.
Well, I'm not a member of the Garden Club now.
Tell you what, there is a lot of people that have just heard about
But
this.
listen, I'm a former Garden Club member.
Okay.
Yeah, so coming here has just renewed some of my interests and some of the joyous times that I have had in the past. Mm-hmm. And some of my skills have come back to me here today, being able to make this centerpiece. Yes. So
And I bet you it's like riding a bike that you don't forget. You just get back on, you go.
Yes, and
just like you showed up here, you picked up your pieces and you just went for it.
Yes. And so it's really a lot of fun working with making an arrangement. And the best part about it, using natural foliage that you find around in your yard and different places, and it's surprising what beautiful arrangements you can make
When
out
I was
of nothing, really.
Right. When I was over there with Susan and we were talking, and she had all that around her, the smells that were coming from them were just it brings me back. to my childhood memories of. I used to walk all through the woods and everything as a kid with my cousins, and this is what I smelled. To me, this is home, and this smells like Christmas.
It does. It certainly does. It fits right in with the season.
Right, and ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing silk or plastic in with this arrangement.
Yes, everything is natural here except the candle. Yes.
All right.
But the candle is the focal point. That's right.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, so we do plan to use this at church. We're having our Christmas fellowship dinner this coming Saturday, and we will have several tables, so this will come in handy.
Wonderful.
Place it on one of the tables.
It will not only just be the Christmas centerpiece, but it will be the topic.
It will.
Everyone will be talking about it.
Oh, yes, yes.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me.
Oh, yes.
Okay, now I have Pam Wheeler here with me, and Pam, I have spoken with Susan, and she talked a lot about you. She said that you started in the garden club at the age of 3.
Because how I got involved was through the church. A lot of times when I get involved in community projects such as this, is through the church. I'm very grateful that she allowed me to join at such a young age.
Yes. What kind of things do you remember doing when you were that little?
Well, one of the projects I remember the most was helping to beautify the church grounds, like do different potted plants and things of that nature.
Really? And is that your interest? Is that something that you would like to continue doing?
As a hobby, it's very relaxing and gives you a chance to visit or like tap into your creative side.
Right. Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself. Can I ask how old you are?
20.
Okay, so you're 20. And what are you doing right now?
Right now I'm in school studying.
Yeah. Where are you going to school?
Middle Georgia State College.
All right. What are you studying?
Nursing.
Okay. And so you're nurturing, people, and you're also learning about nature at the same time.
Well, it's a big part of like just becoming a passionate person about things. Like when you're caring and compassionate towards others, and not only just people in general, but the things around you, the environment around you, it helps to make a better place. And if more people felt that way, then the world would be a little bit more happier.
Amen. Now, as a student, you probably are a little on the stress side. You got tests and projects and things you have to study for. Would you say that gardening is something that pulls that stress out?
It calms everything down, because I just rushed down here. That's why I was a little flustered getting here at first.
Yeah.
I just got out of the final exam, so I felt good about it, but this also relaxed me for studying for the next test I got tomorrow.
Right. And then you have Christmas break, right?
Yeah, finally.
Oh, thank goodness. Tell me about this piece that you're working on here.
Well, she helped me at first, and now I'm just trying to see how to mix the colors in well and where to add in or fill in where it will look fuller but not overloaded or anything.
Right, because you don't want it congested.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, and I've learned that on the color wheel, the red complements the green.
Yes, ma'am.
I just learned that over there from Miss Thelma.
Especially when it's coming... When you're trying to decorate for certain occasions and seasons, being Christmas, red and green always goes together.
Yeah, that's always what I think of when you think of Christmas colors. It's red and green. Yeah, and you have these here in your natural setting here with a beautiful candle too.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for talking with me.
Thank you too.
Now I have Clarion here with me, working very hard on her centerpiece for Christmas. And tell me about how long have you been with the Garden Club?
I'm not with them, just a visitor.
You're a visitor. Where are you visiting from?
Oh, Dublin. I'm just a visitor here this morning to the Garden Club thing.
Yeah. How did you hear about it?
Through my friend over here, Sister Logan's.
Now tell me, what do you think about what you've been doing so far?
I like it. It's very creative. I like doing things on my own, but this morning I think, it's just fine.
Yeah. It's a wonderful day to come out to be able to do something like this, too.
Oh, yes, it is.
And what are your plans with your centerpiece when you're done?
Oh, probably give it to somebody.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful.
Give it to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you like it?
I think it's gorgeous. I love all the different types of leaves and plants that are in here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did you know what you were getting into when you came over here?
No, I didn't. This is a workshop, so you never know what you're getting into.
Exactly. Do you plan on coming back again?
Sure.
All right. Now I have Diana Barkley here with me, and Diana is vice president of this garden club. And tell me about the garden club and holding events and workshops like this.
Well, this is the second one we had. We had one last year. We actually had our first one last year and opened it to the public to let them be aware of our garden club and some of the activities that we do, the things that we are about. Mm-hmm. And it's a good outreach program for us as well.
Definitely. I've talked to several people here who are not members,
right,
who have heard of it, or they're a guest of a member who
right,
come in here, and they're able to have such a great time making these Christmas centerpieces.
Yes.
And the fellowship.
Yes, that's about a fellowship, mm-hmm, and working together and then doing something creative, especially now for the holiday season. And then you can show it off to your family, your friends, and it's a good thing.
Yes. Some of them have said that they're going to have it in their own, home on their own dining room table, and
right,
others have said they're going to give it as a gift, or even for their church banquet.
Yes.
So they're sharing what they've done here, what they've learned.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. It is. I tell you. And I'm glad, that it's working out that way. I'm very pleased with it.
Yes, and Susan has done such a great job instructing and putting her knowledge to work and sharing with everyone.
Yes, she is very knowledgeable because she's been doing this for quite a number of years, and she is a certified master gardener, and so she in decoration and all this stuff, designing, so she's well knowledgeable, so she's more than qualified to teach us what to do, mm-hmm, how to do it rather.
Right, and to know what plant is what. I'll just look at it and go, oh, isn't that pretty? But she was able to say, this is, I think I'm going to say it wrong, but Nandina? Nandina, yes, I got it right.
Yes, the scientific names.
Right.
I'm still working on that.
Right.
I'm still working on it. I know the common names, I just know about, pretty it is, like you. I don't know a lot of the scientific names to it, but I'm learning.
Mm-hmm. And the great thing about that, it's not, the silk flowers, the fake flowers. It's the real thing. It's got that nice scent to it.
Yes. Make it seem more Christmassy,
exactly,
the real things. And I like working with real plant stuff because my garden, that's my hobby. That's my relaxation. At my house, I got my garden, my vegetable garden, my flower gardens and everything. And put me out there, I'm good to go. Mm-hmm. You don't have to worry about me. And it's calming, relaxing and everything.
Now I have a question. Mm-hmm. Those who do not have the green thumb, they have that brown thumb like I do. Can they still come to your garden club and workshops?
Yes, absolutely. We welcome them. And you'll be surprised. There's something that everybody can grow.
Right.
It might not be the biggest, the prettiest, but there's something that they can work with.
It's something new too, and you can also learn a lot.
Yes, absolutely. It is. And y'all come.
Now, if someone does have questions, maybe they would like to join, become a member, who can they contact?
Any of the Emerald Pecan Grove members, Susan O'Neill, President, Diana Barkley. My number is 595-0640, mm-hmm, and Susan's number is 278-0956, mm-hmm, and that's how I can get in contact with them, or any other members of they can.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate you having the workshop and talking with me and letting me know what's going on here. This is such a wonderful thing.
Thank you so much. I've enjoyed it. My pleasure.
Yeah. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well.
Thank you.
All right.
And thanks everyone for joining us here on Around Town, and we'll see you next time.